É?
Filho ligado.
É, tá bem. Pronto.
Tá?
Tá bem.
Olha.
Bloqueio meu.
Tiago Pedras, New Digital School,
Yeah.
right? We are talking about digital design. Tiago had kind of a problem with his car today, so it's a bad day for him.
Yeah,
Just,
most of the day.
Warm welcome for Tiago.
Thanks for coming. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you guys for the invitation, by the way. So, the thing about digital design is, it's new, it's not physical, it's not material, it's different. And when you think about designers, most of the times you think about graphic designers, you think about people that have been trained to consider certain constraints. So when you're designing and you have, for instance, an A4 sheet, you have the boundaries of that sheet. And when you're printing it, you probably have constraints of color. So someone might have told you that you have to print it in black and white, or you have to use just 3 colors, or you have to use just 2 colors. And you have certain typographies that you should use, or that you can use, and some that you can't use. Why? Because they're paid, you don't have the files, and you need to have the physical files on your computer. And all of those constraints mold the way you think. When you tackle a design problem, and you need to design a poster for a WordPress meetup, you have certain details, you have certain things that need to be there. Those are your constraints. But you also have the material constraints. Most designers handle that pretty well. That's what they're trained for. They're problem solvers, and their problem is how to transmit, how to communicate a certain message using those constraints.
You do client work besides school?
Yeah, I do.
How is your approach with client work? With the client himself?
I'm not going to lie to you, it's very difficult to put this in practice, but mostly, in my case, and we've identified that at the office, it's because of legacy. It's because of what we've been doing. It's also because my company is part British, part Portuguese, so we have an office in Newcastle. And so we do get our own projects and our own clients, and we do steer them in that way. Even today we had a client at the office, and we're always trying to focus on what is it that you're trying to achieve? Why is it that you think you need a website? And we ask lots of questions, but working under the circumstances that we have, but mostly working for most of Portuguese clients that we work with, is terrible. It's very bad. Because most Portuguese people still think that design is making things pretty. And there's very little people that you can work with here in Portugal. We obviously have been lucky to work with a few, but unfortunately it's a minority.
So, have a nice night. Who wants to join us in Francesinha will be very most welcome. Ciao!